Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Starkidignited. I'm Molly the Starkid. This will be a reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. It is timeless, so whenever you receive this message is the right time for you to receive, for it to resonate with you. And there will be a part 2 over on Patreon for $10 a month USD. So I hope to see you guys over there, and let's jump into it, Scorpio. Alrighty. So Scorpio, I always do an energy check-in before I begin the reading, just to see what energies are coming through, and what your higher self most wants to bring to your attention. So it's something to keep in mind throughout the whole readings, and just remember to always apply the messages in a way that resonates with you. So sometimes the strongest message may be something that is not happening exactly in your life, but it resonates in the same way in another area of your life. For example, there could be an emphasis on an ending of a relationship. This is not what's happening for you, but just an example. However, you may be in a relationship that's absolutely fine, but you're ending a job. So remember to apply them where it resonates for you, and don't make something fit if it's not for you. These are general messages, so they're going to apply to a collective, and it's going to be up to the individual to place where it is the messages are most needed for them. If you would like help with that, or you want something in more detail, please do get a private reading. I will not be offering them for the next month. However, if you do join my Patreon, there will be updates available on that. Okay, so let's jump into your energy reading, Scorpio. All right. Okay. So the feeling that I got when I was tapping into your energy is, what's left you feeling disappointed? There's there's a heavy disappointment feeling that I was getting from your energy. Um, Scorpios are such ride or die people. You intimately invest in things when you feel secure with them. However, you also experience intense emotions when something doesn't eventuate the way that you foresaw. Because Scorpios have such a deep emotional perception of things, and they're really able to feel into things and know the energies. So they can often pick up on quite a lot that's happening around them, and make have that foresight to kind of see where things are going. But you also experience, you're a deeply emotional sign, and when things don't go the way that you expected, it can really throw you off kilter, or make you feel weighed down. So we're going to jump into that for you, Scorpio. Your higher self is inviting you at this time to loosen your control and expectations surrounding the situation. Allow an unconditionally loving lens to take priority as you soften to the situation and the experiences of others. So while you may be able to emotionally, you're able to really perceive a lot, remember that people are also their own, complex, special beings. And sometimes the reactions or the things that we get from them or don't get from them is more a reflection of them than us. And, you never know what someone else is going through, and they don't know what you're going through. So keep that in mind and try and allow that unconditionally loving lens to come in, even if it's just for yourself, so that you're able to get that higher perspective and not feel so emotionally entangled in what's been happening. So we have a message directly from your higher self, which I'll read out read out for you now. So your higher self says, Scorpio, we want to first validate and honor your feelings at this time. The pain or disappointment you feel is evidence that you allowed yourself to deeply love and cherish someone or something. The intensity of your heart is a true gift to everyone lucky enough to be in that space with you. And it isn't wrong at all to want to receive that level of truth, love, and intimacy back. You actually deserve it. We, your angelic counsel and higher self, wish to invite you to now review your priorities when it comes to this situation and with all others. So these are good questions for you to write down if you want to deeply dive into this. So what is most important to you? What do you cherish in others? What do you need to receive? What do you need to receive to feel secure, loved, and emotionally trusting? Are there things you've been prioritizing that no longer take priority in your life? And what energies do you have to give? As you get crystal clear on what you allow into your universe, what you truly want and value, and the things you're no longer available for, we will assist you in realizing this disappointment doesn't need to weigh you down. Through the process above, we will help you align with what's actually nourishing to you, to learn to identify when others truly show up for you, and where your true self needs you to show up for yourself more. So you don't feel lost in disappointment again. Instead, you know what it is that you need. You know what you won't accept and how to emotionally free yourself. We love you. So, Scorpio, yeah, it seems like there has been some things that have been going on in your energy lately that haven't eventuated the way you wanted, or it's just left you feeling a bit disappointed. And your higher self is acknowledging that, acknowledging your fierce heart and the true love and tenderness and just rawness that you give to people. But it's also asking you to deeply investigate your values and to realize where what you actually value is being honored and respected and loved, and where maybe things are coming up that aren't truly supporting you or that are clouding your vision, so that you can get crystal clear on what it is you want in, what it is you don't want in, and how to better recognize when people show up for you in that way. All right, so Scorpio, let's jump in. So Spirit, what is going on in Scorpio's energy? What card of advice do you have for Scorpio? Oh, I love this card. Okay. We have the Selkie and her skin. So I'm going to give you a movie recommendation that you have to watch. No, but you should. It's called Song of the Sea, and it's a story about a Selkie. So that could really, maybe bring you in touch with your heart a little bit more and what's truly important to you. But this card talks about reclaiming your authenticity. So let me just... Yeah, it's about this, like, a Selkie is like a spiritual skin. It represents the seal. It's like a spiritual energy of healing and love. And it's really about reclaiming your authenticity and who you really are, like the true work that you came here to do, the love and healing that you want to provide to the universe. And let's see, is there any further message from the mermaids? Okay. All right. And so coming in under reclaiming your authenticity, we have energy field adjustment, aura cleansing in health. So such a beautiful card. So there's something in your energy field that Spirit's trying to adjust for you. There might be things that you're allowing in that actually aren't matching your authentic self. And there needs to be a clearing of your energy field. That might mean that you need some time alone for solitude. It also just might mean that you're experiencing a lot of different energies in your life, so that Spirit can try and encourage you to be more discerning, so you can choose what energies fill you up and make you feel good, and what energies leave you feeling taken from or depleted. And the next card that we have is beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form, and spirit. So really need a big encouragement to recognize your own beauty, to recognize just how gorgeous and amazing and special that you are, especially when you're living in your authenticity, when you're able to share from that like powerfully emotional place and you don't hold back, and you're just able to freely express yourself and have other people hold that emotional intensity for you, not try to fix it, not try to justify it or convince you out of it, but just honor you in that place. And recognizing the beauty that you have to even be able to do that. Like, so many people are so afraid of their emotions or so afraid to be open. And what this energy is really showing you is that, like, there's so much beauty in your truth, and your angels are trying to adjust that energy for you so that you're reminded of that and you feel encouraged to step into that authentic you even more. Okay, so Spirit, how has Scorpio been showing up? Spirit, how has Scorpio been showing up for themselves? What is Scorpio's current energy? What have they been? Okay. So we have the Five of Wands or Five of Gabriel. So a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. So there's a lot of conflict here. Conflict and challenge. The Five of Wands often shows like five people kind of like wrestling with a wand. Yeah, and it's something that oftentimes, something we're passionate about, that we're really having to defend with others, or even just defend in reality. Like there might be something that you're really passionate about, but your reality or your 3D life really doesn't feel like it has room for it. And what this is saying is that this situation will resolve. What you need to do right now is don't engage in the drama of others. Don't cause more conflict for yourself. Withdraw and have patience for yourself and for others. Know that what you're passionate about, if it is in regards to a new passion or something that you're trying to creatively pull in, know that this is a time where you're kind of having to defend that and really strengthen that passion. But remember to not over identify with all the drama around you, and remember to differentiate what is yours and what's not. Okay, and what's challenging Scorpio right now? So they're in a bit of a defensive energy. What's their challenge? Okay, and so there's something that you're needing to walk away from, Scorpio. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. And so the Eight of Raphael, that's an Eight of Cups energy, where we see 8 cups standing up and someone just turning away from them. It's something that you've really emotionally invested in, but knowing that like this can no longer serve me. This doesn't bring me any joy or fulfillment, and I need to walk away from it. But it looks like you are in a bit of a challenge to do that. What is their higher self's advice? How can they best deal with this? Okay, and then we have Queen of Raphael. So really being emotionally in tune, really in tune with your psychic senses, your intuition, really feeling into what is right and what is wrong. Even if the mind might be able to convince you of certain things, but your heart is what has the answer. Taurus had a similar message, but so follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So really take the time alone to feel into what is going on, to feel into what it is that you need, what it is that you want, and where those things are being honored and shown up for. To also acknowledge that with that first card, with have patience with yourself and those around you, having that emotional intuition and softness, if you feel called to empathize with what's happening with other people. They might not be telling you everything, but your intuition is picking things up, and to really have a loving lens when you're doing this. It's so easy for our ego mind to take an intuitive insight and run with it and make it the worst thing possible. Whereas our intuition is always unconditionally loving. It always favors non-attachment and peace, a forgiveness and peace. Yeah, and is there any other advice for Scorpio at this time, angels? We have expect miracles, so expect wonderful new things to come in, expect unexpected turnarounds, expect new love, new blessings. They're all coming in for you, Scorpio, but it does look like there is something to do with your priorities that you really need to get clear on and walk away from the things that aren't honoring you. Alright. We have friendship and union and intuition and downloads. So this could be in regard to friendship. As I said, your intuition's on fire. You're getting a lot of psychic hits and things. But it's really encouraging you to, as I said, make sure you're filtering that intuition through a loving lens. Don't, if something seems to, what is the word? Nasty or like jealous or envious or just like when you know that you're not thinking the highest and best of that person, like you're reacting out of a place of pain and just like, oh, that person sucks, look at all those things they've done. I'm not saying that they haven't done anything, and maybe they have, but what I'm getting called to here is make sure that you're in line with your heart when you're making these decisions, that you're in line with your emotions, that you've given yourself enough time to feel what's going on so that you can make a decision from a clear place. Awesome. And so, Spirit, once Scorpio is able to do this, what is their blessing? What's coming in for them once they've reevaluated their priorities? Awesome. And divine timing. So something's been waiting on the wings for you to make this realization. And with expect miracles, I would say that divine timings are playing. Wonderful things are going to come into your life once you've clarified these boundaries, what you want to accept in, what you have to give, and what you really need to feel loved, trusting, and nourished. Awesome, Scorpio. So that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. I will now jump into your extended reading where we're going to look at love, career, and money in more detail. It is $10 US a month, so I hope to see you down there on Patreon. Link is below. If not, I'll see you guys next month, and I hope you enjoyed these readings. Bye, guys.